The garden in its glory. Look at these beans, man. They're starting to flower. I'm gonna get my beans soon. What's up, dudes? I thought I'd show you what's going on in the garden. I got a bunch of tomatoes. I'm gonna pull this one right now because, and that one in the back, and I'm gonna let these ripen in the windowsill. Look at all these. Look at how big these are. Ooh. Lots of tomatoes, but here's what I'm here for. What's up? Look at how these are just hanging. Aren't these cool? These kind of cucumbers. So here's like a sandwich scissors. That's how long these are. So I'm gonna pull these, make some refrigerator pickles. I've got some accordion tomatoes ready to be picked for the windowsill. Here's one. I'm gonna look at how big this one is. It's like the size of my hand. I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. I'll probably pick it tomorrow or the next day. Tomato mania. Here's what I got by the windowsill. So I put all my need to be ripened tomatoes closest to the windowsill. Once they've ripened, I put them over here, and then when I cook, I just kind of pull from here. All of these came from my garden. Over here I got my window. My window looks super dirty. But the reason why is it's because a spider lives in my window. The high priestess. She, let me see if I can. She recently hunted. So this is my nature channel. And it's pretty interesting how the interior of the web is. Hello, darling. There you are. Show yourself, dear. She's a little bashful. Are you ready for your close-up now? We just dropped in, I know. There she is. She's ready. Nice work, dear. Welcome to my kitchen. I cut this onion open. Look at, yuck. Bad onion. Gotta get another one. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Beautiful. These are onions I got at the grocery store. So I'm going to chop this onion up, put it in with the cucumbers. I'm going to add some vinegar, some dill weed, some salt and pepper, and some sugar. And then I'm going to have refrigerator pickles. The longer they marinate in that yummy fluid, the better they'll be. Okay, I added like this much vinegar. Now I'm going to add water. Oh my God, yummy. All right, they're ready. Into the fridge they go. Okay, back to the garden. My daughter just said she wants tomato soup with the garden tomatoes and grilled cheese. And so I'm going to make tomato soup, but I like using a carrot in my tomato soup. So I'm going to pull one of these carrots. I have no idea if there even is a substantial carrot on here yet. We'll see. You ready? Let's see what happens. I'm going to pull this one. Oh my fucking God, dudes. I have reached full carrot. I couldn't be more happy right at this very moment. That is a beautiful carrot. Perfect. Check it out. It cleaned up so nice. I'm just going to do it kitchen style. I'm not going to peel it. I'm just going to cut it. And I'm going to incorporate this into the tomato soup. I'm actually going to shred the carrot. All right, I have my tomatoes washed, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to score them. I'm going to put an X along the bottom of each of them, and then I'm going to put these in some boiling water, and it'll make the skin peel off of them, and that's how you get rid of the skin on the tomato when you make the soup. If you have a tomato that has a split, it is still totally edible. So what that is we got a lot of rain, and the tomato grows faster than the skin can, so it just splits. And it doesn't mean it's ruined, it doesn't mean anything like that. And a lot of heirloom tomatoes split like this. All right, well, this should be hot enough. It's almost boiling. So I'm going to put these in here, and what we're doing is just heating up the tomato so the skin starts pulling back. And how we'll know is by watching the edges. As soon as they start peeling back, which it won't take very long at all, then you pull it out, and then you take all the skin. All right, so you can see on this one, see, already coming off. So I'm just gonna give it, I don't know, another 10-15 seconds, and I'll pull them out. All right, so I pulled them out. They're still pretty hot, but they're not so hot I can't touch them. See, the skin just slides right off. And then I'll cut it right here. And that's how you use garden tomatoes if you're cooking and you don't want the skin on. All right, so I have a little bit of that water that I boiled the tomatoes in left in the pot. I'm going to add all this, and then I'm going to turn it on and let it all cook together. I'm going to add some seasoning and stuff in a little bit. Oh my God, it's going to be so good. So here it is. I also have a few slices of this accordion tomato I sliced up the other day. I'm going to throw these in. They're still totally good, but they do have the skin on them, so I'm going to watch them and peel the skin off when it comes off. Yummy! So I'm just doing the soup base right now, which is getting all these vegetables to get soft. And then I'm gonna immersion blend it, run it through a strainer, and that'll catch all the seeds. And then I'm gonna take that and add all the seasoning and all that stuff. All right, so I have this strainer. I'm just gonna pour the soup through here. The strainer is gonna catch all the seeds and all of that. I'll kind of finesse it through with a spatula. Here we go. All right, so I need like another hand to do it, so. What you do is you just push it and you mash all that stuff through the strainer, and then you scrape it off the bottom, and there's the gold. All right, so it's pretty much done. Here's what's left, and here's what's in the bowl. Let's get it back in the pot and start adding yummy stuff to it. Okay, so we like cream of tomato soup, so I'm going to add a little bit of half and half to here. Now this is hot, and it's going to be, see it doesn't totally curdle, but it does, you can tell that it's a cream of tomato soup. And that's how I grew up eating it as a kid, with like Campbell soup, adding milk to it. So I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add salt and pepper supreme, which salt and pepper supreme is just salt and pepper and some garlic, I believe. And then I'm going to add a little bit more garlic. And then I'm going to go see what's going on with my basil out in the garden. I'm also going to add a spoonful of sugar to this. The tomato straight is just pretty acidic. So if you're cooking garden tomato soup, make sure you add about a spoonful of sugar to it. It cuts the acidity and helps so you don't get heartburn. All right, here's my basil. My basil has gone to seed. Most of my lettuces and things have gone to seed now, so which means I let them grow their flowers and then I'll collect the seeds. But there's still some of these dry, today was a hot one, dry basil leaves, so I'm going to pull these, chop them up, and add them to the soup. I'll wash them real quick. Alright, so there's the basil. I'm going to add that. It's super aromatic. It smells really, really good. This is heating up. I'm going to quick make a grilled cheese. We're having grilled cheese, tomato soup, and refrigerator pickles. All right, and then the last ingredient to the tomato soup is a little pat of butter to